it after just a few. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The run inside. It's small. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty. Coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On the run, it's Bernard. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Owls with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Henry. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Running inside, it's Payne.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the... Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The run inside. It's Payne. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's small. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Back to pass. It's Craig. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, what a cut! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Finding an escape route. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Tigers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on. The offense comes out to start the next drive. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what?
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was Unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Messer. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Bernard. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds his man. It's Henry. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it. Touchdown, Owls. They take the lead here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Running inside, it's Payne. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to throw, it's Craig. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit. But more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season. Still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the 1st down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Bernard. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Craig. Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking long. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Takes a handoff. It's Bernard. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Makes the catch. It's Messer. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. TCU calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Bernard. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Owls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Owls right back down the field with the answer. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Craig. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Fourth down, got to have it here. Here's the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays. And how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense? The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.